This is you're going to get a lot of gifts for Valentine's Day type of scent. Baby, you put this on, your date might leap across the table. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know me, my name is Alyssa, aka Always Alyssa J, and today we're going to be talking Valentine's Day fragrances. We're going to start out with some rosy fragrances because we know the girls love rose. Then we'll move into some fruity chocolate fragrances, and then I'll end off with a couple of randos that I still think are perfect for the occasion. Starting off with a banger, a classic. Delina from Parfums de Marly. When I think of smelling like the most beautiful girl in the world, I think of Delina. I know some people like Delina Exclusive better, but I'm a Delina girl through and through. The amount of compliments that I receive whenever I wear this fragrance, no gas, y'all. You know, some people will tell you, oh my gosh, every time I wear this, I get no, like legit. I will wear this and get at least 3 compliments that day. That is the power of Delina. So you already know if you're trying to impress a date that you will very much do that with this scent. This is a beautiful, loud, yet very feminine and beautiful rose fragrance. If you don't like an intense rose, you are not going to like this, but I love a good rose. So this always does it for me. Every single time. If you want beast mode, you want everyone to smell you, especially your date, as soon as you walk in the room, this is gonna be your girl. Now, if you want something that is a little less intense, but still rosy, I would recommend Rose Devant from Louis Vuitton. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this is pricey. I paid almost $300 for this bottle, but for me, it's worth every penny. Why? Well, because for starters, if you do empty out this bottle, you can get a refill for half the price. So it's not like you're gonna have to buy this all over again. This, for me, smells like a very delicate, fresh, true rose. Like if you're not trying to do too much, but you still want to do a little bit, this is gonna do it for you. While people might not smell you through the door, people are still very much going to smell this scent, and it's gonna be so pleasant, so fresh, a little clean, and just really elegant. Honestly and truly one of my favorite roses. Now, if you like that fresh and clean vibe, but don't want to spend $300, which understandable, you're gonna want to go with Rose Era from Sniff. For those who don't know, this was a collaboration with influencer Monet McMichael, and I didn't really know what to expect. But when I purchased it and smelled it for myself, I immediately fell in love and had to tell everybody and their mama about it. This is truly a fresh, clean rose. Your notes in here are going to be rose. You're also going to get some strawberry. There's a clean laundry accord and some ambrette seeds. It is beautiful. Even though there isn't a champagne note, it also feels a little fizzy in the beginning, which I really, really love. I've put so many people onto this and they love it. And that makes me so happy when people love my recommendations, y'all. But legit, if you want a fresh, clean girl vibes rose, this is definitely going to be it. You see that magnetism? Love that real bad. Now, if you do want a little something with some champagne in it, a little bubbly, and this is the last rose fragrance I'm going to be talking about, we have Lychee Rose by Nest New York. I was too excited when this fragrance came out because of the 4 key notes that it has, which is going to be lychee, rose, pink champagne, and raspberry. This is so fruity and juicy and bubbly and rosy. It is so pretty, y'all. The lychee and the raspberry together in this is just so freaking good. I was obsessed with this fragrance for the longest time. When it first came out, I couldn't stop spraying it on me, especially for the springtime when those flowers start blooming. Oh, but this is also perfect for a date night out, especially on Valentine's Day. Probably one of my favorite fragrances I've tried from the brand. Would buy this over and over again. Moving on to more chocolatey and cherry forward fragrances. I've talked about this fragrance before, but I'm not going to stop. We have Mayar Cherry Intense by Lattafa. This is chocolate, cherry jam, and strawberry in a bottle. If you wear this, the chocolate covered strawberries on the table are not going to be the only things being ate up that night. What I really like about this is that the chocolate is not super intense. Y'all know how chocolate can read in fragrances. It is light, it's a bit powdery, and then you get the cherry and the strawberry together to give you some sweet fruitiness. It is utterly fantastic. Will give your date just enough to be like, ooh, what is that you have on? And then get intrigued by you to want more. This is very sexy, very seductive. The rose fragrances I talked about were wonderful, but did not necessarily read sexy. This is sexy. It is sensual. Oh, this is some good stuff. I like this a lot. Next up, we have Lust Oud Delice by Chris Collins. My perfume mutuals were talking about this at nauseum until it got to a point where I was like, let me just try this for myself, baby. Worth all the hype. This is dark chocolate, oud, and hazelnut. It is so decadent, indulgent, sexy, sensual, moody. It's like mysterious. Oh my goodness, y'all. I know y'all probably think I'm overhyping it and I'm gassing it, but I promise you I'm not. This is so friggin' good. So this is actually not my first sample. I ordered a sample from the site. I ran out of it pretty immediately. Then the brand sent me this sample size here. I will probably running through this pretty quickly as well because it is just that amazing. Chris Collins scents are intense. People are going to smell you. And with this scent, baby, you put this on, your date might leap across the table. This is you're going to get a lot of gifts for Valentine's Day type of scent. You could have whatever you like type of scent. Where you want to go shopping after this, I'm going to run you up at Chanel type of scent. It is that good. And this is one of those scents that you're just going to feel so good in as well. Like, yes, I'm talking a lot about the date and their perception of you wearing certain fragrances, but in terms of the way you're going to feel, you're going to feel like $1 million in this scent. Dark chocolate, hazelnut, walnut, oud, just beautiful chocolate done very, very well. This next fragrance doesn't have any chocolate in it, but it does have some cherry. We have Black Opium over Red. Now, I am not a Black Opium girly. For whatever reason, the OG just did not work for me. But this was blended so well. So this has your typical coffee and white florals and vanilla. The difference here is it does include cherry. And that cherry isn't medicinal. It blends well with the vanilla and the coffee. And I think the reason I like this more is because the coffee isn't overwhelming or bitter either. This for me is very much a going out type of fragrance. We're going to a beautiful restaurant. I'm dressed up real nice type of fragrance. This is the type of thing you put on and your date is just going to want to live in your skin. They're going to want to keep smelling you. You know those movies where the guy is living in the crevice of her neck while caressing her arm? That's the energy of this fragrance. I know this isn't for everyone. Everyone doesn't love it, and that's fine. But for me, this makes me smell as good as I feel. And it has some projection. People will smell you with this fragrance on and will ask you what you're wearing. It's just so smooth. It's sweet. Very vanilla cherry forward. I love this so much. Now, these last three don't necessarily have a collective theme, but I still think they're very appropriate for a Valentine's Day evening. First up, we have Yum Boujee Marshmallow by Kayali. In comparison to some of the other fragrances I talked about today, this one isn't as serious. This is a little bit more fun, a little bit more playful. For those who aren't familiar, your keynotes are freesia strawberry, pink marshmallow, creamy coconut, whipped vanilla, and pink musk. This is like a strawberry milkshake in a bottle. Very creamy. The strawberry doesn't feel too artificial. It actually feels like a true strawberry. Very much giving drinkable. It's sweet, it's fluffy, also slightly addictive. Perhaps not sexy or sensual, which is totally fine. Everything don't need to be sexy. But sometimes it's just nice to smell sweet, and this is very much what that is. Next up, we have Casablanca by Swiss Arabian. Baby, this is one of one. Campy, hasn't been replicated, and I don't think it ever will be. This for me is very much an apple caramel patchouli amber fragrance. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, how does all of that come together? I don't know how, it just does. And what you get is something that is very grown, very regal, very I'm a queen. This is an I'm that girl, I'm a boss type of fragrance that is just so beautiful. It's bold. People are going to smell you, yet still very much giving delicate, very much feminine. I love this so much. It just gives sophistication to me. Very much gives rich. Very much gives, I got a big portfolio. I only go to the finest of restaurants. That's what this evokes. And y'all, I think this is less than $30. I think I got this for like $28 or something like that. It is a crime for this to be as cheap as it is. But perfect for Valentine's Day, and I think it's perfect for layering with other fragrances as well. This is elite, elite, elite. But speaking of sophistication, last but definitely not least, we have Gentle Fluidity Gold by MFK. Y'all, I pulled this because this for me is a sophisticated vanilla. If you're looking to go on a date and you love vanilla, but you don't want something that's too gourmand or too sweet, this is something that is elevated. Every time I smell this on a person, by the way, I feel like it smells different. I feel like it blends differently with your own unique skin chemistry. I've never seen this or experienced this smelling the same on any two people. This scent for me also evokes something that is mysterious, a little bit sensual. I want to know more about you type of scent. And to top it off, it's a constant compliment getter. You cannot go wrong with this. These fragrances that I mentioned today all evoke something that's sexy, sensual, fun, or sophisticated. All of which are great makings of something to wear for a Valentine's Day night. With any of these picks, you will be smelling good for your dates and for yourself too. But y'all let me know which scent is your favorite, and you let me know what you're going to be wearing on Valentine's Day. And y'all, that's the end of my video. If you liked what we talked about today, you like talking about fragrance, luxury, handbags, plus size fashion, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye!